boy Marksburg, Slim, coming live from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, this is Coach Beatty Waddell, West Mac High School.
I'm Doug Rashid. I'm a Grammy-nominated record producer.
Hey, I'm LaKoya McClain. I used to be known as inmate 1570847.
Hey, my name is Lydia. I'm a social injustice activist.
Hey, it's Danielle E. Brown, songwriter and artist, and we're rocking with Grandosiá TV.
Hi, I'm Aalanie Renee Necole, writer, producer, director, and casting agent, and I'm rocking with Grandosiá TV.
Welcome back to another great show on Grandosiá TV. Well, I'm here with the great Aalanie Renee Necole, my homie, writer, producer, Miss Everything. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
There you go. What's why you tired for? Come on now, I gotta get the energy levels up.
I'm trying. It's been really busy lately, so I'm not sleeping much, but I working really hard and pressing towards, the goal for 2023, so I won't complain.
So what's keeping you up at night?
Let's see. I have 30 retainer clients that I write for.
Say 31. Just go ahead and put me down at the very end. She has 31 now.
30 retainer clients that I write for. A play that's getting ready to go on a 20-city tour. 2 children, right? A husband, right? And, that's a lot in itself outside of trying to have a dream. You know what I mean?
That makes you take a drink right there. That's a drink because that's a lot of work right there.
That is a lot of
on
work.
one person.
It is, but I have an amazing team, so I won't complain.
You know what? I've been reading a book. Oh, before we get started, y'all, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share it. Especially share this video before May 13th. So you have all the correct information about what she has going on here in the city of Gastonia and across the nation. So make sure you share this. But with all the work you're doing, how did you manage having a great team? I was reading a book about building a team. That's one thing I think anybody in business should invest in. I'm gonna say first. Granted, we want to get the product going, but I think you should invest into it first. How did you manage to come across a great team?
Oh man, it took years. It took years. Like when I started, it was just me, right? And I was just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I know I like to write and I'm pretty good at it, but I have no idea what I'm doing. It's been 12 years.
Oh, man.
And I've built my team over those 12 years. So you find one great person, that person believes in the vision, that person brings a person, that person brings a person. That person might not work out, but they introduce you to this person.
That's true.
And
That's
it
true.
just keeps building. So where I started out with a cast of 7 and like an assistant, I now have a team of almost 40.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people to manage, but they all believe in the vision, so it makes things a lot easier. You know what I mean?
So with the vision of writing, how did that even become a vision for you? Like, what got you into the writing aspect? 'Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody wants you to know Grandosiá TV is working. Well, Grandosiá Productions, I'm sorry, is working on a movie as well. And this is the lovely person behind writing said movie and the ones coming after that. But me being in school and I had to take a writing class, hated every bit of it. Had to come up with characters, hated every minute of it. So when I was introduced to you, it was like heaven sent fresh manna down. They said, here she go. The heavens open. I was like, yes. So like, what got you to write? What made you like pursue that? Like, that's a hard thing to do.
Well, everybody has a special gift, right? And this one just happens to be mine. It's not something that I, woke up one day and said, I'm going to be a writer. I actually wanted to be a dancer.
Okay.
when I was a kid, I wanted to go to Juilliard and I wanted to be a dancer. But as you grow up, things, people get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up majoring in business administration.
Okay.
So that's what I did, you know, right after school. Right after high school, I went to college, got my degree in business administration. I moved to California shortly after.
Okay,
right?
Cali.
So my family, like my mom's side of the family is all from the South. My dad's entire side of the family is on the West Coast. So I have this great mixture of like country city girl.
Mm-hmm.
And so I moved out to California with my family out there.
What part of California?
Oakland.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My aunt at the time, rest in peace, owned a production company called Foreplay Productions. And they managed the Punani Poets. So I don't know if anybody knows about who they are, but they're an erotic poetry group.
I was going to ask you, was there any play on words there?
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
They're an erotic poetry group owned by Jessica Halter. Shout out, GGB. And my aunt brought me in on the administrative side. So I was getting coffee and making schedules and doing all the PA dirty work, right?
Well, I don't know, production assistant.
Yes, pretty much. And so I was around artists all the time. And I always wrote as a kid. I used to get myself in trouble because I would like write diaries and stuff. And my mom was like one of those really religious, nosy mothers who used to read all of my stuff. So I used to get myself in trouble all the time, telling on myself, writing stuff.
Right.
But so I kept begging my aunt, let me write something, because the Punani production is a full production. It's not just people getting on stage and doing erotic poetry. There's acting, there's singing, there's dancing. And so it's a full show. It's like a burlesque show.
Gotcha.
So I was working as a PA, and I kept begging my auntie, like, just give me a shot. Let me write something.
Give me my chance.
Just give me one thing to write. And so I wrote little pieces of poetry for the show, and then they later said, okay, Renee, you can perform the poetry.
How old were you at the time?
20.
Okay.
Right, so that was a whole nother world opened up for me.
Yeah, 20.
I did Punani for 7 years. I traveled all around the world with them. I came to visit my mom, came back home. I have 2 homes, but my home here.
Gotcha.
And met my husband.
Okay.
And I met my husband, and we had a baby, and it was like, okay, you can't be on the road with Punani no more. You gotta find something else to do. So, you know, while I was down with my son, I started writing. And I was writing poetry. So when I got back to Charlotte, I worked a lot with Blues and JC. They put me on. I hosted some shows and did the radio. And from there, I started writing poetry for other people.
Gotcha.
And then the poetry turned into, well, I have a book. And the book turned into, I have a play. And play turned into, I have a film. And film turned into, can you write this commercial? So it all just kind of came full circle.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But at least you had an aunt.
Yeah.
That waited for you to get a little bit more under your belt.
Yeah, she did.
And gave you a shot, though. Because there's so many of us who's waiting on that shot. At least you had somebody who said, you know what? I think my niece is ready now. Yeah. And she gave you that shot. So like you say, R.I.P. to Auntie.
R.I.P. Auntie.
I'm glad she gave you that shot because we have an incredible, amazing person that's well seasoned from the Southern City girl she is. I love that. To Southern City. So,
yeah. So
all the people you've been writing for, like what made you say, you know what, I'm going to jump out here on my own and then start doing my own thing?
To be real honest, right? Pride.
Hey, there you go. That's what
just throw it out there because you write for people and you see their vision, you write it, and then they put it on TV or they put it on the stage or they publish it and they don't put your name on it. And they don't say thank you. And they don't even recognize you. You know, and it's not like, oh, I have to be in the limelight, but it is like I work really hard. And just a thank you, just a recognition is good enough for me because number one, that brings me more clients. Yep. And number two, it always feels good to be recognized for your hard work. Definitely. And so I always wrote things for myself. I just didn't produce, publish them at all. Right. And so in 2017, I started writing a poem called Bad Manners at the Dinner Table.
Yes, now. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
It was a poem about the 7 deadly sins.
And pride is one of them.
It is one of them. And the poem got so freaking long that I was like, there is no way I'm going to be able to recite this.
Right.
Maybe I should turn it into a book. Right? And then I was like, let me try to do it as a stage play. And so when I started, my first script was 10 pages.
There you go, 10 minutes long. There you go.
My first script was 10 pages. It was more like a skit than it was a play, you know? And I did it at a church, and it caught wind, and then this church wanted it, and then this church wanted it, and then the more I did it, the more I thought, oh, I should add this. I should add that. So there's been 4 scripts to Bad Manners at the Dinner Table. Right now, I think it's 40 pages. Maybe close to 40 pages. But it started out as 10.
That's amazing, Dad. But it's amazing that you saw things to keep evolving this into where it's at now from 10 to 40, adding 30 more pages.
Right.
That's first of all, that's incredible with your writing, but that's incredible that you was able to do that. Let's talk about that, because that is a stage play that you put on back in, well, I heard you've been putting on for years, but you put it back on here recently in April.
I did.
May 13th is coming up, y'all. So make sure y'all come on out to Gastonia, North Carolina, 7 o'clock p.m. at the Legacy Event Center, where she will be doing the stage play again, name of it.
Bad Manners at the Dinner Table.
So she'll be putting that on, so make sure y'all out there. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Well, you said it started off as a poem. Now, granted, you wrote for your aunt's production company, and that helps you trigger and help you cultivate what you want to do in the poetry lane. What made it shift? Like, I know it got too long, but what really made it shift and say, I think this will be a really good stage play?
So,
because it's different from what everything...
It is.
Anything you ever seen from Tyler Perry, anything you ever seen on stage at all is totally different. I saw it for the first time the other day. It's totally different.
It is. So, the connotation of Christian murder mystery, right, is already an anomaly, right? Because, like, what?
Right, exactly.
And so it's not a guy, and I don't like to put like a label on it, because we've done it in theaters, we've done it in clubs, we've done it in churches, we've done it in lounges, but the undertone of it is about the 7 deadly sins and how they manifest themselves in everyday people. Every day. Everything I write on a modern day kind of scale, and a lot of it is biblically based, but it's on a modern day scale, because sometimes reading the Bible you can't really relate, or you don't understand if you don't have a certain kind of clarity or discernment. But if it's told in the manner of something that you could see today, then people tend to pick it up more. So I just, like I said, I grew up here in the South, and the South is riddled with churches. Like, there's as many churches as there are gas stations on every corner. So I grew up in church with my mother. She was one of those Wednesday night Bible studies. We're doing 2 services. So we do cleaning the church on Saturday. Like, we're on the praise team.
Right.
You in that choir. Right. You did it all. And when growing up in the church, you learn a lot of different things, and as you get older, you start to process those things, and you start to understand that people are just people. Yes. Religious, non-religious, atheists, whatever. People are just people, and everybody is always battling something. And my grandma used to always say, no sin is greater than the other, and that stuck with me, because it doesn't matter if you are doing this or doing that. If you know it's wrong, wrong is wrong, right? So Bad Manners was kind of born out of that. It was kind of born out of, this is the perception that people want you to see. But if you look behind the windows of somebody's eyes, what's really there? Right? And how does that reflect in your everyday life? So that's kind of what Bad Manners is about, but it's got a really comedic spin to it. Yes. It's really, really funny. It's kind of creepy at certain points.
That deep voice over there, like, bro.
But that's where the murder mystery part comes in. So it's different from anything you've ever seen. I can guarantee you that. And
totally different. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it. It's doing great this year. My goal is 20 city tour. We're up to 15 shows. We just found out last week that we will be on a 6-week run starting Memorial Day in Columbus, Ohio. And then we have Atlanta, Myrtle Beach, Tampa, Florida, Orlando, Vegas, I can't even think of them all right now. Somerville. So it's gonna be a ride.
As a producer, as a writer, as a director, as a Miss Everything, how does that make you feel knowing that your baby, knowing that your thing that you created, cultivated, is now being picked up for the world to see? How does that make you feel?
It feels good. It feels like a relief. Because when you work on something for so long, and especially when you're a writer, because you write things for other people and that stuff takes off, right? And you're like, what is going on? I know how it feels now for like people who write songs for major artists, like, but I wrote that.
Right.
But it feels good because it means my hard work is paying off. My sacrifices are paying off. It's a really isolated journey. This is something that I'm learning now. But isolation is not always bad.
True.
So I'm growing within self, watching it grow, but I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of my actors. A lot of them have been with me 11 years or more. So I'm just grateful.
What's the hardest part about the job?
Managing people. Managing 40 people, okay? Managing people is a lot. I'm now getting to the point where my team is handling a lot of the small things that used to be things that I had to handle on my own. So now I get to focus more on the writing part and the creative part of it versus the administrative part of it, which is my lane, right? But if you teach people how you want things done and they understand the vision, then they do them like you need them to.
Yes.
And you can let go and delegate versus, be trying to be
and it puts you in a different headspace to me where you can create more and more.
Right.
So after this play takes off, well, it's already taken off. Once the fire keeps burning on this, what's next?
Oh, a few things.
Okay.
So I'm working on a movie.
Okay.
I'm working on my follow-up to Birththedream.
Before we talk about the follow-up, what is that? We were going to get to that. What is
Birththedream?
Birththedream, what is that?
My first book. Well, it's my first business book. I've written poetry books before. This is my first business book. And Birththedream is just strategies for the new entrepreneur. But being a writer, right? I broke down the stages of birthing your dream as if you were birthing your baby. So there's a first, second, and third trimester. And it breaks down like what the first trimester of birthing your dream is like. Doesn't matter what business it is. You could be a writer, you could be a janitor, you could be a producer, video, vlogger, whatever. At the same time, the process is still the same. You have to know the vision, right? You have to put things in place to start the vision. You have to know how to work your LLC, nonprofit, all those things. And I just take you from the beginning to the actual birth of what you're doing. So this is going to be a 4-part series. So it's got Birththedream, the stillborn dream, the miscarried dream. It goes on and on.
So my question to you is, off subject of being a writer, when do you find time for self?
Oh, hey.
Because you know a lot.
December 14th through the 19th. My birthday is December the 16th. And every year I go out of the country with my fist of fives, I call them. My homegirls. I got 10 homegirls that have been lifer friends. And every year we go out of the country for my birthday. Okay. That's when I rest.
And then you come back with more great stories and more great things. How do people get, granted, you already have 30, so you're going to be waiting in line for a while. But where do people find you? What do people need to do? What's the correct order of business to get with you to have something work out as a movie or play or book?
So my website is simple. It's AalaniReneeNecole.com. It's my name. You can go there and see all the services that I offer. You can schedule a free consultation to talk about what your vision is and how I feel like I can help you. And that goes from writing to producing to business consulting all the way through production. I have a team of affiliate partners, which Darius is one of those affiliate partners, that if I can't only take you to a certain level, then I have people that can guide you into your next level, which I think is important. I had a business coach, and she was phenomenal for a very long time. And the one thing she told me at the very beginning is I can only take you so far, right? But then she had people lined up to pass me off to keep teaching me. And I think that that's important because a lot of times we get stuck in, oh, this is my person and this is my money that's coming from this person, and you don't help people grow, and you run in this cycle of people getting frustrated and giving up because they're like, I'm being ran in circles, which is why I'm writing the Miscarried Dream.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope.
And so I'm grateful for that, but you can find me at AalaniReneeNecole.com. All my social media handles are Aalanie Renee Necole. It's a lot. I know it's a mouthful. You can thank my parents for that. But yeah, you can find me on social media and on my website, and just reach out to me and let me know what you're trying to do, when you're trying to do it, and we'll see what we can do.
And where can people find the StagePlay at?
Okay, so you can find the StagePlay at badmannersstageplay.com, or you can go directly to AalaniReneeNecole.com. There's a tab that says productions, and it has all the productions under it, and it'll guide you how to get tickets, where we're going to be next, interviews from the cast, and there we are. Come see us. We'll see you at the show.
Yes, definitely. Hey, listen, you will not want to miss this play. It's like it's something you've never seen before. And I don't know if I asked this already. It just making me seem like I didn't ask. What is the end goal for you? Or what is the... There's never an end goal until we die.
Right.
But what is the goal? What is the... I can sit back longer than just a week and say, it's going. Not that I made it, because we still going to keep going. But it's going. What is that goal? What does that look like?
The end goal is to be a household name and leave a legacy. I want to produce something, write something, build something that has generational effect. You know how there's certain things that you will never forget.
Yes.
From childhood, like who's forgetting the Cosby Show?
Nobody.
Right? Who's forgetting Different World? Right? Nobody. Who's forgetting The Land Before Time?
Nobody.
Okay, who's forgetting, Teen Spirit by Nirvana? Like there's certain things that stick with you in life. And I just want to create something, even if it's just one thing that sticks with people for generations. That's the end goal.
That's dope. That's dope. So, anybody out there that's saying, you know what? I really want to get with you. I'm an actor. Same process?
Same process.
Okay, all that's on the website.
All that's on the website.
So, hey, if anybody's looking to get a movie, a stage play, a book, if you want to come and try your acting skills out, hey, make sure you hit my girl up, yo. She is dope. You are phenomenal. You are amazing. You are a blessing to the world that we need, especially in this area. And like I said before, I already know it's about to be dope. I ain't gotta say wish you the best, because the best is already here.
It's already here.
That I can say in church, the best is yet to come. But it's already here. We already walking in it.
Yes.
So I just think this thing gonna be great, man.
Thank you.
And
thank you for being a part of it.
Hey, I'm glad y'all let Grandosiá and myself come through. Hey, I'm here to do whatever y'all need me to do.
Thank you.
So, what are you got to say to the people in other cities? So other cities gonna see this.
Yeah, we're coming.
We coming. You should have seen by now. Coming. Yeah, they talking about it. We coming.
Come on, Dion, say it one more time.
We are coming. Dion said, keep making plays. We're going to keep making plays. We're coming to a city near you. Keep your eyes out. Follow us on our social media platforms. All the information. We have a private fan page where we give away promo codes, discount, merch. Like, we are for the people. We're going to be starting doing community work this year, which I'm really excited about. And we're going to be working with some nonprofits for some kid programs to get the kids interested in theater and arts. So I'm really super excited. We're coming. We're coming.
You heard it best. We're coming.
We're coming.
And with that being said, everybody make sure you go and like, subscribe, share, hit notification bell. So when this video hit live, you get all the next videos that's coming live after this. So do that thing. See you on May 13th, 7 o'clock p.m. at the Legacy Event Center here in Gastonia, North Carolina. After that, we're going to see you in Ohio. Are you excited about Ohio?
I am stoked about Ohio. Ohio's about to be dumb because the promoter there is also doing a murder mystery masquerade ball after our show.
Ooh.
So it's about to be litty.
That is gonna be lit for real, and I can't wait to be there in the building. Hey. Hey, I will say the part I'm waiting to see is I'm waiting to travel. I wanna see how that looks going on tour.
Oh man, it's a beast.
It's a beast.
It's a beast, but we
gonna
make
do
it work.
I got the camera. Hey, listen, I'm videotaping everything, so you better not go to sleep.
Don't go to sleep. Don't
got
sleep on us. Don't do that.
Yeah. So, all right, it's been fun rocking with you. Hey, everybody, more to come. We on the road in Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
On the road Memorial Day weekend. So make sure you be looking out for more shows coming to you on Grandosiá TV from this StagePlay, all behind the scenes stuff.
Yes.
Don't want to miss it. With that being said, we out.